Hello, everyone. This is Dan Gramza, and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, November 24th. What we see here in the S&P is a daily chart. If you haven't looked at these before, concept is a swing trade. Green line represents buy, red line represents sell, dash line means it happened earlier in the week. Now, these are not buy and sell recommendations, and you can go back over 10 years at dangramza.com and you could see how these lines were being formed and changed over time. And to give you a feel for the dollar value, if you're not familiar with futures, the dollar value, the sell to buy level, for example, in the S&P there, that is $2,200 a contract. From this buy to that sell level, that's $1,900 a contract. And from this buy level to that sell level, which is what happened on Friday, that was $4,950 a contract. So what are we looking for here? I'm looking for an inside day on Monday. As we talked about, Thursday was what I call an anticipation fundamental, not reality. So Friday's behavior, right on target. So an inside day to slightly higher movement is what we'd be looking for. But what about the NASDAQ market? In this market, very similar structure in terms of setup and dollar difference up here, the sell to buy level, I should say, is $4,940 a contract. That sell to that buy level, just to provide you with that reference, is $13,540 a contract. Again, inside the slightly higher movement is what we're looking for. This structure actually is what I call a false sense of security. And it's bullish. It implies an up day for Monday. In the Dow, it's what I call an equal and opposite. It's a rejection pattern. It also implies an up day on Monday, but it has some challenges ahead. Now, the dollar difference, that sell to buy level, is $7,790 a contract. From this green line to that red line, red to green, is $840 a contract. Now, what about what's happening with the Russell? Also equal and opposite. It does imply an up day on Monday. That's the behavior we're looking for, excuse me, in that market. So let's see if we can get the job done. Dollar difference sell to buy level there, $4,050 a contract. This buy level to that sell or sell to that buy level is $500 a contract. Over in the currencies, what's happening there? Neutral zone trade. Look for a sideways move in that market. Dollar difference sell to buy level there, 4,000. No, it's not. It's $812.50. And so what are we looking for here? Sideways move. It's what I call a neutral zone trade. And you know something? It's the same thing here in the Swissy. We're seeing a market that's a neutral zone trade for the last couple days. It implies a sideways move. I know it was a little bearish on Friday, but the overall structure is not super bearish for that market. So, and as far as the dollar difference here, it's $1,900 a contract. Now, Mr. Yen's gotten low enough to find buyers. Can they get the job done? That sell to buy level there, $1,062.50. And I do look for follow through to the upside. I feel the same way about our friends in Australia. It's a bullish structure. We're finding buyers at the lows. Let's see if they can get the job done. And you know, the British pound's in the same boat. Buyers are here. Can they get some movement going here? Now, this sell to buy level is $125 a contract. Follow through, yes. It's got a bearish bias though, so be careful there. Let's talk about the Canadian dollar, our friends here. This came very close to its buy level, which it did not hit. Dollar difference up here between the sell and buy level is $140 a contract. Well, what about what's happening with Bitcoin? Sellers are still here. We're getting cheap enough, though, to start finding evidence that buyers are coming back. The issue is, can they follow through? So be cautious on the short side. 10-year notes moving higher. I look for an inside day on Monday. Excuse me. And I feel the same way about bonds. Look for an inside day here to even lower in that market, which means yields would be getting higher. But gold, sideways moves, it's a structure I'm looking for in that market. Silver also overall neutral zone trade in that market. Oh, dollar difference. I didn't mention that. That's $2,250 a contract, and dollar difference here sell to buy level is $2,250 a contract. Copper. I'm leery of copper. The fundamentals and technicals really don't match up. A little follow through to the upside, yes, but a sideways move would be expected. Dollar difference sell to buy level, $1,000 a contract. From this sell level down to that buy level, that's also $1,000 a contract. Well, crude oil. We got a lot of crude oil. I don't see a fundamental reason for a big rally here in the market. They are buying the break, so be careful if you're on the short side. Nat gas, we have a lot of it, but we have temperatures here in the States that can put some added pressure here to the upside. So again, if you're on the long side of this market, be careful here. This could be heading into a bumpy road. Beans, here's a market that fundamentally it's looking good in some ways, but globally, it's still kind of iffy. Buyers, it's cheap enough that buyers are coming back, but can they follow through? And that's what we're looking for on Monday, an up day in that market. Well, those are my thoughts for today. Thank you for sharing your day with me. Look forward to being with you again on Monday. In the meantime, take care.